What's up, guys? How's it going? Mic check. Mic looks good. All right, let's engrave some urns. I lost the order form. Give me a second. What? Is this it? Okay. All right. Unpleasant job today. Not at all looking forward to doing this one. Urns suck. The urns aren't any fun. But they gotta be done. Gotta do them. All right, we're gonna get started in just a second. All right, we need to do Illustrator first. It's the first thing we need to do. So we've got a big urn and we've got 4 little ones. The 4 little ones are all going to say something different, and the big urn's got a lot of text. And I don't think we can do it on the rotary, so we're doing it the hard way. Got the first of the little ones is already in a vise over in front of the laser, and let's see if I can get the laser cam on so you guys can see what I'm doing. Yep, we're using the 30-watt fiber today. There's the bed. Let me just reposition that a little bit. There we go. That's better. Yeah, 30-watt fiber today. All right, so we need a new Illustrator document. It's just text. It's not complicated, but we need to do it in a way where we're not dipping too far over the curve, because especially on these smaller ones, the curve is super tight, and we don't want to go out of focus, because I don't want to buy a new urn. So got the caliper. We're just going to take a quick measurement. Rather than trying to do it, what's up, Tony? Rather than trying to do it on the vise, I'm just gonna do it here now. I don't have anything I need to work. All my knives are missing. Freaking using a multi-tool knife to cut open packaging. It's ridiculous. Okay. Better than nothing. I'll take it. This is gonna take a lot longer than it should, because these are expensive and I'm trying to be careful. Hey, Johnny. Johnny says, just expanded into my intro just expanded into fiber lasers, and they've helped me pass a few of the beginning hurdles. Thank you. Well, you're welcome, man. I'm glad you're getting use out of the videos. That's why they're there. If you ever see a topic or, you know, some content that you want covered and you don't see covered here on the channel, you can always let me know. Happy to produce it for you. We have 2,300 subscribers almost now, and I've been telling them for months that if they want me to make a video to ask, and nobody ever asks. So let's see. So on this guy, I'm thinking 20 mil is our absolute max, and that looks like this. I think that's about as far as we're gonna go. I know you guys can't really get the sense of depth on this, but I think we've got about 20 millimeters to work with, so that's what I'm gonna call it. That's absolute max. Like I said, I'm not really feeling taking risks today, so we'll just call it a 20 millimeter by 20 millimeter box. 15. That should do it. So we've got our workspace for the little guy, and I guess we'll just do there's 4 of these. We'll just do the 4 of these first, and then we will look at the big one after we're done with these. So the first one they want done, initials and the word sun in Callisto. Easy enough to do. The Illustrator decides to start working. What's up, Christopher? How's it going, man? Yeah, rotary videos will be cool, but I can't do it today. I could probably get away with doing it on the little ones, but I don't think it's worth it because each one's only getting a couple initials, and the big one is just too big. It's just too damn big, and I don't have a, you know, adapter for something that wide. So we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way today. There's almost always a 110. I only have the 110 and the 220, and the 220 is too big for my 30-watt fiber laser. It's just too big. We don't get enough power downrange to really effectively mark anything except like anodized aluminum. So yeah, one day, or not yesterday, but a few days ago, and nobody had anything to say, and now here we are today. I'm engraving freaking urns, and you guys are chatting it up. Thanks for the luck. We're gonna need it. We're doing some sketchy stuff today. Yeah, 110 is 110 is bay. Okay, all right, that's all in Callisto. That looks good. ASP. Son, Scotty, bro. ASP, dad. Scott, nephew. All right. Good enough. Let's get this expanded. We've got tons of space, actually. I mean, these are small, but we're really not putting a lot on here, so let's just group these lines individually so we can get things centered up. We'll be in EasyCAD in no time, guys. Just a little bit of prep work that we have to do before we can move on. Hey Sam, enjoy your bacon. Sam, fiber lasers can't interact with organic material, so we can't cut and cook bacon, but we could do that with the we could certainly do that with the CO2. That would be definitely something that we could arrange. I think this looks good. What do you guys think? I think that'll be fine. Center that up with the box and we'll call it a day. What's up, Hendry? How's it going, man? Welcome to the live stream. Tony, if you're watching, the next time I do a live stream, I need to get you on Discord, dude, so I can talk. So I'm not just sitting here talking to myself. Have somebody to talk to. You can commentate. People would like that. That would be tight. Yeah, I figured the CO2 was done already on YouTube. But, I mean, why not? Everybody cooks bacon on their stove. I'm not going to not cook bacon on my stove because somebody already did that on YouTube. Maybe we just want to cook some bacon. Alright, can you center up, please? I'd like to move on. Alright, there we go. I'm pretty happy with this. This seems fine. This might be a little big compared to the others. That seems okay. Get our outline boxes are all filled with white. We want to make sure that we don't bring that into EasyCAD because that's going to cause problems. And we'll just check them for white and overlaps real quick. And I don't see any white or overlaps, so that should be good. Yeah, I know you're here, like, on text, dude, but if I had you on Discord, like, in my ear, talking, I can route the audio through the live stream. I think that would be better. Should we measure the big one first? I kind of don't want to come back to Illustrator after this is done. Let's measure the big one. Here's the big boy. This is the big version of this. And she wants a name on the top section. So we have to measure that first. Dude, I don't have my wireless headphones today. Alright, here we go. So we need to do the top section. We got to get a name on there. And our limit on this guy is probably going to be 50 millimeters. Calling 50. So here we go, so you guys can see it. That's about as far as I want to go. 50 millimeters. Again, we're kind of playing it safe today. I could go a little further if I was really feeling like, you know, super psycho, but I'm not, so playing it safe. So 50 millimeters height. We're rocking 14. What's up, Dave? Welcome to the live stream. Good to see ya. Do you guys like this random stuff like this? Like, would you rather I just like engrave different materials on live stream, or do you like seeing the actual jobs that are coming through the shop? Because I live stream the actual jobs because I have to do it anyway. So I figure if I'm going to be doing it, I might as well be live streaming it. But if you guys hate it, like I don't have to live stream it. There's 10 of you. I mean, you must like it enough. So there's a couple of you here. Keep losing my train of thought. Oh, okay. So name. So this is our name section. All right. So let's get this name down real quick. She said she wanted the name on the top section, but then she's got other stuff on here too that I think would look kind of weird if I put it on the bottom. I'm going to do it anyway. It's what she asked for. When in doubt, stick to the original plan. And then she wants sun, which we're going to do hella big to kind of make it look like it can stand on its own. 2463 and 70321. All right, so look at this. So she wanted, first of all, hold on, this way. All right, so she wants the dates side by side. We're not doing that. We're not doing the dates side by side. That's not happening. We're stacking those. Also, she put slashes on like some and dashes on the other. Gross. So we're gonna fix that. We're gonna go all dashes. Are you guys slashes, dashes, or dots for your dates? Which one do you like best? I'm usually a dot guy, but this lady's like 800 years old, so I'm gonna do dashes for her. But I do like the dots between the numbers on the dates. Usually look pretty good. Kind of a dope look. Also, here, pro tip, one of my favorite fonts of all time, and my customers absolutely love it, Black Chancery. Sick font. You can get it for free. Looks good on literally freaking everything all the time. So check that out. You have to unite it. You have to unite Black Chancery because there's a ton of overlap. But look at those dates. Look at the numbers on those dates. Sick. Can't beat it, honestly. It's the best. Hey Matthew, what's up, man? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Lithgow's here too. What's up, Lithgow? Oh, Lithgow's a slasher. Yikes. Slash is rough. What's up, Fresh Fish? Fresh Fish. Fresh Fish. Oof, Fresh Fish. It's a mouthful. Ace got pool. This is looking dope already. I'm stoked on this. A little bit bigger on the name, a little bit smaller in the memorandum. And then let's just go ahead and center those up. Boom. And group that, and then we're going to center that to our big box for the name. Oop. Watch where you're clicking. Okay, here we go. Second click. Boom, boom. Excellent. Look at that. Dope. And we need this box again because we have to do... So we kind of have like a similar area down here. This one's a little fatter. It's going to be a little taller. I'm just going to take a fresh measurement. 12 watching, guys. That's amazing. So I'm going to say about 40 millimeters tall on this box. So let's get the height in there. 40 millimeters. And let's get the width going on. It's not, we don't need all 50. Which is great news because I didn't want to do 50 anyway. But let's just stay consistent. Let's just call it 50 and we'll see what we get out of it. I think this is going to be 50. So yeah, all right, great. Excellent. I love you guys. There's so many of you. So excited. So this is literally, I mean, this section here with the sun and the dates and stuff, this is going to hug like right up underneath this silver bit right here. We'll get into it. We're going to get into it. I got the little one set up. We're going to do that first. But we're definitely going to come back and touch on this. All right, this looks okay. I don't hate it. It could probably use like some kind of flourish or something. What do you guys think? I'm going to put the power in your hands. Should I add like a little flourish under sun, or should we just leave it alone? Remember, she's like 800 years old, so I don't know. Sometimes I feel like less might be more. It doesn't look awful by itself. Let's get these centered, and centered with this would be good. I think that looks pretty good. Keep it simple. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What's up, MGC Chicken? MGC Chicken. You guys have the craziest usernames. So what we're looking at is this. I can't really. Yeah, this box right here is going in this upper area, and then this smaller box down here is going to be like right. We're going to just tuck that right in here, right on the front. We'll have kind of like a nice little package on the face. We don't have to mess with any of this nonsense. Material-wise, well, it's a ballsy move opening an urn, man. But I want to know what we're working with. What's up, J-Mac? Please be empty. I'm just kidding. It wouldn't bother me if it wasn't. We've done plenty of empty. Surprisingly well made. That looks like brass to me. I'm thinking this is going to be gold when it's done, because that looks like some brass. The only reason I would think I would doubt that is because the bottom is like silvery looking, but it might just be a different metal for the base. I'm not going to go off that. I'm going to go off what I can see inside the lip and neck area. Just try not to man tighten that. But we do have like more of like a silver color down here. Though now that I'm looking a little closer at it, it's kind of gold too. I think it's brass. I think we're going to go brass. Magic Chicken. That's better. I like Magic Chicken better. Okay. I don't love this, but I don't know what to do with it. I think it's fine. It's probably fine. I wish I had like a line thing or something, but I'm on live stream. I don't really want to dig through my vector libraries right now, so let's go ahead and get that saved. It might be bronze. That would be weird and expensive, but maybe it could be. It doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, we're going to use the brass setting on this anyway. So, you know, whatever. Someday somebody's going to be talking about me. They're going to be like, this guy's like 800 years old. I just realized I said that about this poor old woman. And they're going to be looking at me like, that guy's old. We'll just call it Scott. I almost wrote Scoot. Scott. 63 to 21. It's not that old. This guy got kind of murked early. He got a bad deal. Somebody do the math on that. Yeah, it's a little depressing. Gotta keep spirits up. We got 14 viewers, okay? We're not getting sad. I'm sure this guy lived a great life. We're celebrating. We're celebrating Scott today. Artwork's done. Let's get into EasyCAD. I want to start multi-streaming soon. Can stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time. This will really freak the Twitch guys out. They won't be ready for this. They're going to be watching their Fortnite and they're going to be like, EasyCAD. EasyCAD, EasyCAD, EasyCAD. Let's do some EasyCAD. Guys, check out this sick charade multi-tool. Look at this. I love this thing. It's my best friend. $57. Yeah, that's rough. That's rough. That 57 means you got a bad deal. Something bad happened to this dude. Okay. Sorry. Just trying. It's like too sturdy. All right. That was bothering me. I need to put that away. If I don't have a clean workspace, seriously, I cannot focus. Like, I need everything off my desk at all times. All right. EasyCAD. We're doing the little urns first. You can see, I hate that this is backwards. You can see over there on the other side of EasyCAD, we've got our little urn lined up in the It's the pan of, I'll just go get it. I'm just gonna get it. So this is the pan of ice. Again, I know you can't see that. Pan of ice mini, pan of ice junior. It's just got 2 little teeth, and then we're just tucking a microfiber cloth between it, and we've got our little baby urn sitting inside. It's dead simple. Kind of eyeball leveled this. I don't think it's really gonna cause a problem for us today. I still like where it's at, and it helps. There's no front or back to this, so we don't really need to like align it with anything on the front or the other side. So that should make it a little easier for us. And then we're gonna go ahead and import our artwork, because our artwork already has boxes that we measured built into it, so we don't need to hand make any lineup boxes today. It's all just going to come in for us right here. Man, these boxes seem big. I'm going to have to adjust this. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, let's get rid of some of these. We don't need all these. That's good. And then we're just going to group this. Hatchet. Should be our standard hatch. Yes. Yes. Looks good. And we got our leftovers in here so that I can also select this and cut this. We will choose our setting in a second, but first let's get this lit up on the laser. Stream engraving on Twitch, man. It's good stuff. Do you have a YouTube channel, Johnny? Let me know. Been looking for like a decent collab. Can you guys see this okay? I'm assuming yes. I'm assuming you can see it. I think I set it up pretty good before we started. We're gonna focus. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my focal stick. Look, magic trick, no hands. I'm going to take my focal stick, I'm going to turn it sideways, and we're going to align the focal stick to like halfway across the halfway point. So like if you cut the box into quarters, we're going to pick that first quarter. That's where we want to focus to. So if we focus right in the middle, we're gonna drop off on the sides, especially on something this small. It's got that really tight circumference, so just going to turn it sideways here, just like that, and my hand's probably in the way. I'm working on it. Like right here. There we go. We can see the line and the focal stick right now. And you can see, yeah, that looks good. And then we'll get this kind of set up. And we need to add a line to it too. So let's get just a quick, line. Line's your friend. It makes things so much easier. I haven't looked at chat in a minute. I'm sorry. I don't want to mess this part up. All right, so nice big line right down the middle. That should help. Let's check. On the big screen and can't see it. I think I set up like a laser view. Let's see. Laser scene. Oh, there we go. Look at that. That's awesome. That looks much better. Okay. I know the lighting isn't perfect, but our big line right down the middle here. There we go. So we've got that big line right down the middle, and that's going to help us just keep things nice and straight. So there's 3 points I'm looking at here. I'm looking at the bottom of the urn. I want this first line right in the middle of the bottom of the urn. Second thing I'm looking at is up here, which you can't see, in the neck of the urn. I want the red line right in the middle of the neck of the urn. And the third thing I'm looking at are these 2 corners of the box that we had initially drawn. And we want both corners of those boxes to be touching that rim. Because if they're both touching the rim and they're kind of equidistant from each other, we know that they're in the middle. With all that done, I'm just going to check my focus again. And I'm still happy with that. I kicked the focus back up maybe like 0.5 millimeter. Alright, here we go. So let's drop our text back in and see where that's going to fall. I love this laser view because I can actually see what's going on the laser without having to get up every 5 seconds. I need just like a permanent monitor that shows this to me all the time. Let's light it up. And again, it's still kind of hard to see, but that actually looks super dope right where it is. So we're gonna go ahead and mark it. So let's come into our parameter library and we're just gonna grab our brass general. And let's check spelling one more time. ASP dad, and we'll mark it. All right, not bad. That went really well. That could have gone a lot worse. I'll take it. So let's jump back in here and go for the steel white finish. Where are you? Steel white finish right there. Boom. Clean that up. And that's looking real fresh. So now we'll pull it from the vise, and I'll let you guys take a look at it. Check that out. That looks pretty good, right? I'm happy with that. I don't even have to do anything to it. I'm gonna wipe it off of my shirt, and we're just gonna call it a day right there, because that is that's looking fresh, right? That's solid. I'm happy with this. Yeah, my settings are developed over 8 years of doing this for someone else and making money for someone else as kind of an apprentice, I guess. You could call it an apprenticeship if you want to call it that. So now I'm using them to make money for me. Okay, that's done. Now, unfortunately, it's not going to be as easy. As you can see, EasyCAD is locking up on me. Classic EasyCAD. We can't just like batch this job, right? I can't just do that 80 times. We have to line everything up all over again. We have to focus everything all over again because we don't have a reliable jig for this. I really need a 3D printer or something. Or like a vacuum former would be really nice. Pop one of these suckers in the vacuum former That would save me so much time. But we don't have that right now. We're here doing this. So let's just go ahead and we'll light this up again and get our vise and get the next piece in there. Oh my God, Anthony. You can get the full set of parameters from Patreon, but I don't think there's anybody watching that isn't already on the Discord and doesn't already know that. But if you happen to be one of those rare people who isn't already in our community, head to patreon.com/lasereverything if you'd like to help support the channel. Let's go jam this back into the vise. Number 2, here we go. Same thing, new text. I'm wondering if it might be better if we just kind of leave it. If we leave it up there, no, probably not. Don't get lazy, man. You get lazy and complacent, and then just that's when things start to go to shit. Alright, there-ish. Should be good, but we are going to grab our stare it and double check, because I don't trust it. So here's what we do, guys. We can't just slap this down because we've got a ridge here, and that's going to throw our level off. So I'm literally going to hold the level this whole time. I'm going to hold it in place and kind of push down on it, and then just turn up until I can see that level bubble. And that's it right there. We've got our line, we've got our corners. Same criteria for being straight, right? We're going to check those corners of that box. We're going to check the neck. And we're going to check the bottom of the urn. And I'm pretty happy with this, but we still need to check our focus. Can you guys hear me all right when I'm standing over at the laser? Let me know, because I don't know, honestly. Let's go. It's a stare at 135A, and there is a link. Not in the description, but in the 2021 buying guide, for which there is a link in the description. So if you want to stare it, go check it out, because it helps support the channel. Affiliate links. All right, let's level this thing. Let's level it out. Wow. That's ballin'. That's right where we left it. So I'm not gonna mess with it. So let's grab all this stuff. Box, line. Don't forget that line, man. That's a dangerous line to forget. Make sure that's all gone. Check your object list. Light that again. Yeah. That looks good. We'll go with that. Same thing. One brass, one steel white finish. Here we go. So far, so good. Steel white finish. It's a little quiet, but I think we got away with it. Let's go take a look at it, make sure it matches the first one. Not that there's anything we can do about it, but here's the new one. There it is. And here is the old one. There's the old one and the new one. And that looks pretty good. I'm content with that. They're not like absolutely matched, but they're close enough. Let's go ahead and switch to the just me view. Hey guys, it's me. I have to unpack these other two really quick. I shouldn't have put my knife away. That was a mistake. I don't know if you guys got a question or something for me while I do this real quick. Now's the time because I'm actually looking at the chat. We got a knife over here on this side. Listen to this. Listen to how this snaps into place. Oh, so satisfying. That's a solid block right there. All right, let's get these open. I'm gonna keep my eye on chat for a minute, guys, while we unpack these. We'll just make a little pile over here. Trying not to, man, I would be real upset if I scratched one of these right now. $17. We're getting close to our record from the 12-hour stream, which was 20. Just looking at these again. Yeah, they look good. Those look good. All right. There's one. I didn't even think to open one of the little ones up to make sure they were the same material as the big one. So we got kind of lucky there. Should have checked the little ones. Dude, yeah, steel white setting, man. Steel white setting's a freaking superhero. You can use that on just about every metal. It doesn't get you white on every metal, but it gets you very, very light on every metal. On silver, you're going to get more of like a yellow, a very, very light yellow. On brass, you'll get like a light gold kind of color. Steel white finish gets you white on steel, and it gets aluminum. It gets aluminum that's already very white and whitens it even more. So I'll use it as a finishing pass on aluminum as well. And it gets pretty white on titanium, which is nice too. Who's got the numbers on white steel? I do, because I'm looking at them. It's 750 speed, 25 power, 45 frequency, and I've got those right here for you, right underneath me, or the still version of me, I guess, because OBS sucks. Let's reactivate that. Right here, right down there. See him? Right there. It's 750 speed, 25 power, 45 frequency. We'll get the job done. All right, we've got our other two urns. Let's go set up urn number 3. Got these pretty snug, but not super duper tight yet. And we'll do a quick focus. It's still on point. That is more reliable than I thought it was going to be. I did not think that it was going to be that reliable, the focus, but we're hitting the same spot every time, which is real nice. We did that one, so let's see, nephew next, I guess, and same hatch, center that up, and junk that. We'll grab our outline lines. Actually, we need those still. We haven't lined this one up yet, so we'll cut that stuff out for a minute and line this up. Let's go take a look at that. Alright, that's looking pretty good. We'll drop our text back in. We're just doing the same thing, guys. We got 2 more of these little ones, and then we can get down on the big one. Last one was really quiet, so I raised the focus on this just like a 0.5 millimeter. Let's get this done. Oh, thank God. Thank God I just raised that, because that would have sucked. Yeah, travel sized. Yeah, I guess. I'm assuming it's like one for the parents, and then little ones for other, like, various family members, I'm assuming. Like secondary family. Steel white. We'll finish this up. And then we got one left. $13, you guys are dropping like flies. I know, this is probably getting boring. You're like, yes, we've seen the urn. Everyone who leaves is going to miss out on the big one. That's going to be the fun one. Alright. Last little guy here. Let's go swap that out. One more. Here we go. It's for the kids. Yeah, maybe. Alright guys, we're still killing it. That's still looking really good. Still happy with that. Sometimes you just gotta like breathe and like look at the whole thing and just like wait. And if you wait, you'll see whether or not it's center. Just gotta like let the answer come to you. Alright, son. Let's make absolutely sure this is the one we need. We've got dad, bro, we just did nephew, now we've got son. So find our brass. So far we've made it through this without any errors, which is very nice. And to continue that streak, I'm going to focus it again. Yep, still good. What's up, the doppelganger? How's it going? Thanks for joining us. Let's go ahead and get this thing marked. This one's a little quiet too. The focus is shifting just a little bit. I'm going to give that one another one. I'm going to do this one twice. You can see that uneven color, which isn't great, but that brings us back to the miracle of steel white finish. The steel white finish is really going to even that entire thing out for us. Check this out. What's up, Professor? I didn't get the dro yet. It's on my list. It's on my to-do list. Alright, that looks good. 4 up, 4 down. the final on the last little one there. And that looks really good. Let me just grab the case for these and then we'll get started on the big one. All right, check this out. Look at this. Come on, that's sick. So the top ones, the bottom ones, that's all you can ask for, honestly. That looks really, really good. So we're done with that. We can slap the top on it. Get rid of all this trash so that my brain actually works for a minute. I was just telling Tony the only reason that I'm live streaming this today is because I was procrastinating on doing this for so long. I just did not want to do this job at all. And when you're live streaming, you have to do it. So, how are we going to set this up? Probably the CO2 rotary tool. Let's go get it and see what we can do with that. The CO2 rotary tool can't help us in a mechanical sense, but it can help us in a jig fashion because we'll be able to actually keep our round thing from falling away, and we might even get some leveling use out of it. Let me bring this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. So we're just going to loosen these up and take these all the way back. I think it's only going to fit on here one way. But if we take this, right? Look at that, right? Right? Boom. Jig. Done. Super easy. So we do need to get some stuff leveled. That's going to be difficult because that angle sucks. The other thing we need to consider is once we put this down, we can't move it because Sun, his name is going to be up here and it's going to be in a certain position, and we need that to be center as we move down into this section. So we literally it needs to be in a spot where we can just move it down without, we can't touch it. So let me think about this for a second. We might be screwed. I think we're a little screwed. We're probably going to have to touch it. So the first thing I'm going to do is take these off. Not these. Those can stay. But these are going to go. That whole thing. Let's just get rid of that. I want to do the top first. Don't scratch it. Don't scratch it. There we go. That's pretty straight now. To get the rest of the way, I'm probably just going to put a cardboard chip or two underneath that to pop it up just a little bit. And I think that'll get it leveled. So let's get it under the machine. Let's get it in there and take a look at it. hopefully that's enough space for you guys. So here you can see we've got our red dot right here, and we're just going to get that as center as we can. And that looks fairly good. We're going to kind of use the same method here. I'm just going to kind of hold our level down as we add some chips to the bottom side. I'm just using these cardboard chips. Almost there. I think that's about as far as I want to take it. So we're going to be a little unlevel in this position, but it should be okay. Let's get it focused. See, I'm not focusing to the middle. I'm focusing off, down the curve a little bit. All right, that's mostly set up. We can look in EasyCAD for a second. Yeah, I should throw some tape on them, but kind of late for that. I hate that I have to reactivate the webcam every time that I switch scenes. That's very annoying. Okay. So we're doing the name first, so let's just re-import our project. And we can ungroup that. We've done all of our small things. This is going to be a little more difficult. Let's see. We could probably group all this real quick to get it hatched. And then we can select all of this as well and cut that and center our box. So it's the same basic principle for the big one. I think we just have to be a little more careful. It's going to be a little harder to line it up and make it look straight. We want to be really precise with our centering line here. I'm going to center that up too. Just make sure everything's centered. If we're not centering software, we're never going to be centered in real life. All right, there's the thing. So we're gonna watch this corner right here, and we're gonna watch this corner right here, and we want to make sure that both of those corners are touching the rim of that kind of like decorative waistband on it. And then again, we're gonna use our long line right here, and we just want to make sure that that is cutting our urn straight in half. So let's pop back over to the laser scene so we can see what we're doing. I forgot to light it. There we go. So, I'm literally picking up the webcam. So rather than going for the top corners, we're going to go for the two bottom ones. And you can see that this is kind of a chamfered edge a little bit right in here. So we just want each of the corners touching the top of that chamfered edge. And that'll look really good. And then we're looking at this whole line, as much of it as we can see, just to make sure we're cutting the urn straight in half. We don't want any problems with that. but I need both of my hands to do this, so I'm going to set you guys back down right here, right where you were, so that you can kind of see at least a little bit. And you just gotta take your time, guys. You can't rush. This isn't a rush business. I'm fairly happy with this. I am gonna grab a Sharpie, and we're gonna mark our center because I don't want to take any chances. So let's just mark this. It should come off with a little alcohol. And we're going to use that to line up the bottom section after we're done with this. So that all looks good. I'm going to get rid of our center line. Let me drop in this other stuff, and we're going to want that again, so I'm going to cut that out too. I'm just going to move this box up a little bit because it is kind of riding that bottom edge. So we've used the bottom corners of this box to make sure that it is straight, but now we need to raise it up a little bit because we don't want it just sitting right there. And that's a little high. So let's take it back down. And that looks pretty good. It's a little wobbly, but you know, I'm not touching it while it's marking, so we're gonna call it there. Okay, we'll paste this back in. Let's Shift C and center our stuff up, and we'll go a little bit bigger. And then we can't leave it where it is. We need to actually center it with the box because we moved the box. So modify, align, center, just like that. And we can get rid of this. And you can see our box here is actually bigger than the actual thing that we're marking. We can probably take this a little bit bigger still and be safe. I think that looks okay. We've resized our graphic though, so we need to make sure we apply our hatches. And we can get rid of this, and we can get rid of that, and we can cut this out. All right, we just got our artwork left. Same setting, brass, 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 right there. And let's check our focus one more time before we go ham on this. So halfway up the curve. So we've got our halfway point on our artwork, and we want half of that. It's going to work for us literally every time. That's actually, I'm kind of getting by it there. It could probably come down just a touch. Just a touch. And that looks good. Let's, hey, I made it to 20. Hooray. Thanks for tuning in if you're watching. Alright, here's the good part, guys. Cross your fingers for me. Say a little prayer. Because we're going to mark it. No backsies. God damn, I'm so good at this. Honestly. Like, I don't have a big head, but sometimes I impress myself. That's impressive. That looks really good. Let's hit it with our steel white finish. I mean, like, What else do you want? You know what I'm saying? Damn, that's good. That looks real good. All right. We're back over here at the Just Me view. Hello. So we gotta change our jig up a little bit now. So let's work on that next. So we need to add our wheels back on because they were holding it at a really good height for us there when they were installed. So let's try to get that back where we had it. Let's tighten this up. It's not a perfect jig, guys, but it does the trick. Here's the there's that engraving. Look at that. Where are we? Yeah, buddy. That's sick. All right. Anyway, so we had this in here, and this was just kind of sitting on those back wheels, and that's really close already. I can level it here. I would prefer to level it over here, so I'm not hunched over the machine. Just going to try to get, if I can. Why aren't you staying rotated? Come on. There we go. That's pretty straight right there. I'm looking kind of down the barrel here to see. You probably can't see it, but our black Sharpie line is right there. I'm just trying to, the straighter we get it now, the less effort we have to put in later. Let's go get our Starrett, and we're just going to level this right now with these back wheels. We can just raise them up. And that should be good. Who's in the Starrett Club, guys? Get on my level. Sorry, couldn't help myself. Come on. Okay. Alright, nice and easy. Just going to raise this up from the back, if we can get it to cooperate with us here. And we're just watching that level. We don't need a runaway urn right now. It's like the last thing that I need. Alright, that is looking pretty good right there. We got to count our... So basically we're on the big mark there. Big mark there. Nice and tight. This is heavy. And that's good. That's kind of like the average. If I let it sit, the bubble comes a little bit to the left, and if I push this end down, it goes a little bit to the right. So, you know, on average, we're level. And we're pretty straight. So let's go and knock this out now. Carefully transport this back where it came from. Now we don't need our chips this time. We've got our red laser. We can drop that right on top of our Sharpie line there. That's really good. And if we come back to the desktop, I'm not even going to bother fixing the selfie cam because we're not going to be here that long. Let's get rid of this and bring our bottom stuff over. And I'm actually going to, let's just bring this all down now. Oh, easy CAD. Easy CAD is not going to, oh my God. Are you done? Okay. So if we just bring this down, because we know that that dot is like right on our Sharpie line, so this should be pretty good positioning right here. Let's group this, hatch it, And we can take this way up. We definitely don't need all of this height. And we'll cut that. And we'll put our line back. I tried to save our line, but it didn't survive all the copying and pasting. So let's just put our line back in. Good stuff. Right there. And let's take a look at this. Let's see how that looks. So, same thing, guys. These top corners of the box are going to tell us everything we need to know. And we've got our Sharpie mark on there. I honestly don't know if you guys can even tell that I'm rotating it. We fixed our rotation a little bit, but otherwise we're in really good shape. So let's junk our outline stuff and take a look at just the text. We'll give you the top down on it. So there it is. I don't know about you guys. I think it's a little small. We got away with a lot more up top. So let's try to get this a little bit bigger. We're going to try to get that a little bit bigger. So let's move this. There we go. That's looking more legit. Apply the size changes to our hatches. Let's bring this down a little bit here. We don't want to move it left and right. We just want it down. Alright, that looks better. Let's light that. Let's take a look at that. Here, you guys will probably appreciate this. Let me move that back up for you. That looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. Let's check our focus. Whoa, we're way far away. You see that? That's no good. So that required a pretty substantial refocus, and when I do that, it makes me nervous. It makes me nervous that we've moved left or right, because it's silly to think that our field warp adjustments are perfect, because they're not. So what we really want to do is relight things. I know that kind of blows, but we're gonna light it one more time. Just again, I really don't want to buy an urn today. That's not how I want to end my day and go home. I've got episodes of the show that I need to edit. So let's just light this up one more time, and we're just taking a look right there. You can see it actually. We're not in the middle of our Sharpie line anymore. We're off to the right a little bit, and that's a problem. So we're going to adjust for that really quick. And that's much better. Could you see what I did there? I actually like physically rotated the urn a little bit to get us back on track. So I'm feeling a lot better about that. You don't think, I mean, it's not a big difference. but the tolerances are tight if we want this to look good. And we do. Light that one more time, and let's just see if we need to come down a little bit. And I'm going to say no. It looks pretty high from your view, but from my view where I can actually get over it, it looks pretty good. So with that done, and we're all focused now, we're just going to go for that brass general one more time. Let's please triple check our dates. 10, 24, 63, 7, 03, 21. I'm happy with that. I think that looks good. 10, 24, 63, 7, 03, 21. That's what you wrote on the paper. Okay, here we go. One pass, brass general. Let's mark it. It's a 30 watt Mactron JPT. There's a link in the description if you'd like to check it out. You can click the lasers list or the 2021 buying guide, or there's a direct link below that. Boom! That looks sick. That's awesome. Let's just clean that up with a little steel white finish right there. Yeah, you should definitely check out my, I have a video, which fiber laser should you buy? It's on the channel. I would check that out. It goes into a lot of detail about which one you should get. Basically, the main difference is, engraving power. If you really want to go super deep on stuff and you don't want it to take a long time, the 50 watt would be better. And you can get away with a little bit bigger workspace. Some larger lenses are the basic differences. But, one or the other. All right, that's done. That looks really good. That looks really good, guys. That's freaking it. That's it. That's the magic. All right, let's pop back over to just me. Are you gonna work? It's gonna work. Okay. All right. Let me fix this too. That's really driving me nuts. Okay. That's better. Hi. Hello. Here we go. So, look at that. You see this? Freaking awesome. I am just gonna, I brought our handy dandy laser everything clean dry microfiber cloth, and we're just going to give that a quick brush off to get the big stuff. And then we do have to just remove our Sharpie mark, because we put Sharpie on this, and I don't think that she would appreciate that. So little tiny bit of alcohol, a little bit. I'm even going to give it a second to dry. Really don't need a lot. Straight across. And that's it. Boom. I didn't do any scrubbing. No scrubbing. We don't scrub painted metal with alcohol. That's it, guys. That is the money. That's how you do this. What do you think? Hit me in that chat. Let me know what you think of this. I think that's just super dope. She's gonna be stoked. She'll be stoked on that. Let's see. So that was gonna be the end. I was gonna end the live stream there with our super dope urn, but we do have one bonus project to do. So if you'd like to stick around for a bonus project, don't go anywhere. Because we're getting stupid at the end. Like I usually do when I start to get tired and want to go home. We get a little stupid. So I told her that I could do this flawlessly, and that was a lie. Yeah, I have a 30 watt. That's a 30 watt right there. We do steel all the time. No problem. You know, Professor, man, I'm going to ban you from the channel. Because I know that you can't see my order form. And I'm very concerned now that we put the dates on wrong. 10/24/63 7/03/21. Screw you, man. Screw you. Not funny. Not funny at all. All right. Let's do this dumb book that I agreed to do for some stupid reason. I have a very hard time saying no to people, which isn't their fault. It's my fault. But we need to do the book. It is, this book cover is cardboard. It's 100% cardboard. And that sucks. But we're going to do it. Quick poll, guys. Here we go. Keep an eye on the poll. Should we do the cardboard book on the fiber or CO2? All right, guys, you got 2 minutes to vote in this poll. Fiber, CO2, there it is, boom. Vote in the poll right now. It's black. We might be able to get away with this on the fiber. I'm gonna go with the votes. So vote in the poll. Can you see the poll? Yep, there it is, boom, the poll is up. That almost makes me want to just do it on the fiber just to show you that you can. You can do anything on the fiber as long as it's black enough. Which I would argue this book is. Vote, guys. Let's see it. Let's see those votes. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate it. That's a funny gif. $20 people watching this live stream and nobody has clicked the vote button. Come on, guys. Hit that vote. You just gotta click. You just click it with your mouse. Just click the vote button. Unless every single one of you is watching on your cell phone. Which I find difficult to believe. I'm waiting the full 2 minutes on principle. This is the saddest poll I've ever seen. All right. So be it. You guys and your weird devices. Gosh. All right, back to AI real quick. Just gotta type up a couple words. Oh, hey, look, there were a couple votes. Wow, 64% of you voted for the CO2. Okay, I guess we're doing the CO2. I really wanted to do the fiber, but I don't know. Let's count. We have to 35%. I don't know how many people voted. 14? Should we do the math real quick? There's 14 votes. 64 and 100. Hold on. Hold on a second, guys. We're doing some math. Nope, did that wrong. 64 times 100 divided by 14. That's not right either. When did proportions stop working? It's 9 to 5. Oh, okay, thank you. All right, 9 to 5 plus all the people. Okay, we'll do it on fiber. You guys are like screaming in the chat to do fiber, so we're gonna do fiber. The CO2s might have outvoted you, but the fiber people were certainly louder. Let's see. Our Scott is what's going on the front of this book. Our, whoa, okay, chill on the all caps. Our Scott. And again, they want black chancery. Let's get that back up here. Guys, this font is sick. It's one of my favorite fonts of all time. Our Scott. We're gonna object, expand. So we're on the 110. I am not breaking out the 220 and rolling the dice on that. So let's just set our width. Let's lock our proportions first. Let's set our width to 110 millimeters. Okay, we're gonna use all of it. We're gonna use every last millimeter of our workspace. And let's save this. And we'll import it. Man, you guys get excited when I get indecisive. Book. Should be indecisive more often, and then you'll talk to me more. I just want to talk to you guys. That's all I want. Version 8. Alright, there we go. Add Illustrator. I hate doing Illustrator on live stream. I know you guys like it, but man, I think it's like the worst part of the job. I don't think it's fun at all. I like burning stuff. Book. Import. Center. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Literally every last millimeter. Let's hatch it. Line distance. 0.1. I'm just making this up at this point. 0.1. Settings. 15% power. 25 frequency. 750 speed. Should be good. Let's just reapply our hatches. We're doing a cross hatch. I'm okay with that. But I don't want the standard hatch. I want snaky. I don't know why. I just got a gut feeling. I think snaky's going to do it. No, we're doing 0.1 BC. We're going 0.1. Yeah, that's true, Lithgow. I mean, for some of you. Some of you, I mean, look at Tony. Tony's a great example. Tony is a big, fat nerd, and yet he loves to talk. It's like his favorite thing to do. So, maybe generally true, but not always true. Some of you can get your talk on. Let's cut our artwork. I'm just going to do a very generic here, guys. We're gonna get some lines in here for lining up our book. I feel like we're gonna need them. I don't even know yet. We haven't even gotten the book. Nope. Son of a bitch. Alright. Line. I don't even need that one. We've got the box going all the way across. Let's just get our top and bottom. Let's get our... Oh, I did it again. Oh my god. Easy CAD. Literally the worst. Alright. One more time. Nice and steady. Surgeon hands. Surgeon hands. Boom. That should be good. I don't know. We're gonna have to get it under there. Let's light it up and go look at it. Let's go take a look right now. Cardboard book on a fiber laser, guys. Laser scene. Here we go. Our red stuff is super big because we are super out of focus. But there it is. so let's get focused up real quick. Oh my god, we're way out. Almost there. Alright. That looks good. I'm actually gonna, I don't normally use this on the fiber laser, but I'm going to use our little centering ruler here. And let's just, should be right about here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the left, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the right. Okay. Let's see, 4 1/4. 4 1/2. 4 1/2 and 1. 4 1/2 and 1. All right, there it is. So that's going to tell us right where we need our line. Perfect. Perfect. As far as getting this straight, I think if we just make our box, let's just make our box a little bit taller. Let's try that. Yep. Little smidge more. Little tiny bit more. All right, that should be good. All right, let's go take a look at that. All right, that's money. That's money right there. And boom, we've got our text. Let's see where that's fallen. All right, guys, no going back now. Cross your fingers. Here we go. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That's pretty good. I don't hate that. Let me go look at it in person. I don't hate that. That's pretty good. I can feel it. I think we can add just a little bit more power. I'm going to take us up to 25. Let's try this. That's a little bit brighter now. It's a little bit brighter now. I'm watching the smoke factor, right? I really don't want this to like catch on fire. So that looks pretty good. Navarre says just go to 40% and be done. Yeah, dude, no. I don't want to buy a new book. What happens if we, just for science, I'm going to keep my hand on the escape button here just in case this goes south, but I turned the frequency all the way up to 200. Whoop, nope. Oh, well, you know what? That wasn't too bad. Let's see. That wasn't too bad. I'm going to rerun that, but I need to get the exhaust on. The exhaust is off right now. The exhaust is off. So I just turned it on, and let's continue our mark. This is why you enable pause marking, guys. So let's continue our mark here. That's at 200 frequency. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. So you can't really see it. You can't really see it, but that just completely stripped the entire black cover off of the book. So now we're just looking at cardboard. It's like, it almost looks like a cork underneath. I'm gonna drop us down to 5 power here, and we're gonna run this one more time, just to get any leftover kind of black cardboard that we missed, and then I'll show you guys on the nice. I'll show you guys on the nice one. Yeah, this is paper cardboard. Guys, we're killing it today. We're killing it today. That's super legit. It looks really good. Hold on, let me get the good camera up here. Look at this. Here's our book. Let me get you in focus. Can you see that? Look at that. I haven't even done anything to it yet. No soot. No, there's no soot. There's no nothing. That's on point. What do you guys think? Fiber laser. Super cool. That probably couldn't have gone better. That's probably about as good as we could have hoped to do on that book. Oh, that was a little stressful, but I'm happy with it. We're back over here. There we go. Well, that's everything that I planned to do on this live stream, unless you guys had any questions that you wanted to ask before we took off for the day. But fun kind of impromptu, session here. The CO2 probably would have looked similar. It probably would have burned away a little more of the cardboard, so it would have been more of like an engraving. We definitely marked the cover of that book. Like we marked it. But still, I'm okay with that. I like the way that looks. I'm happy with it. Yeah, no problem, Matthew. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate it when you watch. Of course, when we're wrapping up, right? That's when everybody comes and says, "Hey, definitely go back and rewatch this episode if you didn't, because there were some good tips. There were some tense moments, but it was a good one." Is it painted cardboard? Did the laser actually remove the painting? Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like painted. It was like dyed. It was like dyed. It was a dyed paper cover over a cardboard, like hard stock cover. So kind of like the old covers that you would put on like your textbooks. It was like that, but like, manufactured and black. So we burned away that paper cover to reveal the solid cardboard cover underneath, and that worked pretty well. It is not difficult finding engraving work, and that is because we do a lot of stuff on Google. You got Google Maps, people. Okay, Google My Business. Set one up. Get the customers that you know are happy to leave you reviews. Super easy. Once those reviews start rolling in, you'll start ranking on Google, and people are going to see you, and they're going to come. So that's my number one advice to people looking to get into this, man. Set up a freaking Google Maps page. So many people don't do that, and it's a no-brainer. Diafala says, "Can you add this parameters to the library, please?" Thanks. Yes, absolutely. I will do that. I will do that as soon as the live stream is over. Your JPT stops at 100. That's okay, Navar. I think you would have gotten away with this even if we didn't go to, I think 200 sped up the process a little bit, the 200 frequency, but I don't think it was required. I based on what I saw, checking it in between passes there, I think if we had kept going at 25, 45 frequency, we eventually would have ended up at the same result. Even at 100, you could still do your finishing pass there on the cardboard at 100, and I think that still would have worked out. Professor says, when are you putting out the LED video with Jimmy? Soon? Pretty soon. That's going to be a long edit. And I shot that the same exact day that I shot the rotary tool episode. So I had my hands full editing the rotary tool episode. So I had to absolutely get that out because I'd promised so many people that I was going to do that episode. So that was the priority. But that's done now. That's off my plate. So we'll probably start editing that this week. And I might be able to get it out for you. It's like we usually do the juicy releases on Sunday, so we'll shoot for a Sunday release on that. Let's see. Edwin, thanks. Nice work. Thank you. I appreciate you coming by. Arlen says thanks. Thank you again. I appreciate you guys coming by. All of you. Thank you so much. Daniel wants to know what my company's called. It's Monroe Laser Engraving. We're in Rochester. Yeah, that's the sign. That sign right there. That's the sign that... That's the sign we did on the episode that Professor is talking about. So we're going to show you how to make this. And Jimmy comes in and actually he does the soldering on camera for you guys. We do the whole thing. He like builds the sign from scratch, which is really, really cool. Navarre, thanks for signing up. Appreciate that. That's awesome to see. Joseph says, I do the watch bands. I have a Glowforge and I'm wanting to upgrade to do tumblers and other metal items as well. What do you suggest? Bigger and better CO2 or fiber and upgrade the CO2 later? Well, the Glowforge is a CO2, first of all. And CO2 in general is going to do a better job with tumblers. So if tumblers is your main thing, get a better CO2 now. But if the other metal items is your focus, then get the fiber, because the CO2 just can't do it. It can remove paint and anodizing from metal, sure, but it cannot engrave metal. So if you want to engrave into the metal, get the fiber. The tumblers can be done on a CO2. It doesn't need to be a big one. You could get a K40 even and figure it out. K40s are a little rough and you need to be a little handy to use them, but you can get away with it on the K40. So that could really, really help. So that's kind of the line. Navarre says, watched a few vids of yours and I can clearly learn from you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for watching. You guys make this channel happen, especially the patrons. If you guys are on Patreon, it really helps to support the channel. If you want to see all of the awesome perks that you get, you can check it out. It's patreon.com/lasereverything. There is a link in the description. Also, if you're not already on the Discord, join the Discord. There's a link to that in the description too. It's our awesome laser community. It's pretty much the anti-Facebook laser group. There's open and free communication where people are willing to help each other and share their settings and give advice and teach what they've learned to other people. It's a beautiful freaking thing, man. It's really, really awesome. I'm super proud of it. So check those two things out. BC says, you gave me something interesting to watch while checking reports at the firehouse. You are welcome. I hope that you enjoyed it. It's certainly better than nothing. Joseph says, thank you. You're welcome, man. Thank you, too. The fiber community is very tight-lipped, Navarre. Very tight-lipped, and I think it's gross. I rant about this a lot. Like, a lot, but fiber lasers are going the way of the Cricut Final Cutter, okay? They're going the way of the 3D printer. Soon, if the prices keep coming down, people are going to have them in their garages. It's going to be their drill press sitting next to their 3D printer, sitting next to their little 20-watt Raycus fiber laser. And the guys that think that they have some big secret are going to be the ones that they lose. They're going to lose because they're not willing to cooperate. They're not willing to pivot. They just want to hold on to that little secret as tight as they can. And that is just not the case anymore. It's not new tech. It used to be new tech, and it's not new tech. You're no longer on the cutting edge, and being tight-lipped about it isn't going to help you, and it's not going to help anybody else. So I don't agree with that. The people that are killing it in the 3D printing space right now are the people that taught everyone how to do 3D printing when it was unknown. And, you know, the 3D printer guys thought that they had some big secret and wouldn't talk to anybody about it, what kind of filaments they were using, what kind of, like, heating beds they were using. They didn't want to talk about it at all. The people that got in front of that and collaborated and cooperated and helped other people get into the space are the people that are killing it right now. Sorry, I'm ranting. I don't mean to rant, but it just really irks me. Like, times are changing, guys. Wake up. It's 2021. We got to help each other. Rising tide raises all boats. So let's work together with this amazing patron-supported community. It's one of the things I love too. You guys are always going to get the truth from me because our patrons pay for this channel. They pay to make this channel legit, keep it on the level. Nobody's whispering in my ear, giving me money to tell you guys stuff. My loyalty is to the patrons. So thank you so much if you're one of the people that supports the channel. 17 of you are still sitting here listening to me ramble. That's crazy. Do you guys have anything else before we take off for the night? You good to go? If you're good, I'm good. We're going to do this again really soon. At the latest Friday live day we established last week. So everything that I've put off all week that I really don't want to do, that's the stuff we're going to do together on Friday. So that'll be the next live stream. I've got 8 episodes of the show shot that just need to be edited. So those are coming up pretty soon. I'm gonna go home and probably start editing one tonight. I don't have anything edited right now, but we'll get you a new episode really soon. And you guys are quiet, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that that's it. Last call. I'm gonna wait. I know you guys are like 30 seconds behind. Last call before we take off for the night. I'm just gonna sit here in silence for 30 seconds. I'm looking at you. You know you want to ask. I'm just kidding. You guys got nothing. That's fine. We'll take off. Thanks so much for checking this stuff out. Remember, Patreon, Discord, link in the description. Hit those things up. Support our amazing community. You're not just supporting the channel. You're not just supporting me. You're supporting the community. And that's all I got, guys. So I will see you in the next one.